I'm literally dying. It's so hot today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So today I wanted to do a little reading vlog. In my last video, we did pick out my July TBR together, so we're gonna get through some of these books hopefully. I am currently reading another book on my Kindle though. I am currently reading Addicted for Now by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I only have about like 50 or 60 pages left of this one. This is the third book in the Addicted series. Usually I'm not that big of a fan of pure romance books, but this series, I don't know what it's about it. It might be because it's a series, but I feel so much more connected to the characters and I really enjoy following their storyline. It's basically about two addicts, one is addicted to sex and one is addicted to alcohol, and we're just reading about them navigating their relationship and their lives with these addictions. I really like our two main characters. I also really like all of our side characters. I feel like all of them have their own personality and they're just very interesting to read about, so I'm definitely gonna finish this. I think I'm gonna sit down and finish it now or maybe a bit later. I think this is the last book about Lo and Lily, and I'm so excited to get started on the Calloway Sisters series, which is an interconnected series with the Addicted series. That was a lot of series in one sentence. I don't know how long this reading vlog will be, probably for a few days, maybe even a week. Hopefully you guys will follow along with me reading some books, giving my reviews, my thoughts and everything. I need to change out this shirt right now because I'm literally dying. This morning I went to the gym and I just took a shower, hence why my hair is wet, so let's just ignore that. I haven't really updated you guys, but I've actually read quite a bit since I saw you last. So I did end up finishing Addicted for Now and I think I gave it a 4-star. The reason why I gave it a 4-star, it wasn't really because of the plot or the things that happened, the story, but I don't know what it is. I just feel so connected to these characters and this series. Even though it is primarily a purely romance series, it's just, to be honest, I don't know what it is about this series. I feel so connected to these characters, so I'm just really enjoying my time reading these books, and the plot twist at the end was actually kind of insane. Also, the thing with the Addicted series, they have some really good plot twists actually. Also, the one in the first book was shocking. I didn't expect that at all. So I will say for romance books, the plot twists are pretty damn good. I have mentioned a few times I love a good plot twist that really makes or breaks a book for me. So when you've read the first 3 books in the Addicted series, you now go into the Calloway Sisters series, and the next books follows Rose. I'm super excited to get into because, not to expose myself too much, but I feel like we hear in the first few books in the Addicted series about Rose having some problems with intimacy and letting people in and stuff like that, and I'm really interested about getting more into that because me too. So I'm just very excited to get into the 4th book in this series, so that's definitely on the agenda. I did start my July TBR because obviously I did a video picking out my July TBR. Go watch that if you have not yet. One of the books we picked out was Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson, so I started this and I'm actually pretty far into it. I'm on page 254, actually over halfway already, and this is the 2nd book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I read the first book a few years ago, I believe, and I think I rated that maybe a 3 or 3.5. I just never really continued the series. I was actually planning to continue it, but I just never really did. It's a very popular and well-liked series, and I just don't think that I really resonated with it, or I didn't feel that invested in the characters. I didn't feel that invested in the story. I don't think there was anything necessarily making me not connected to it in any way, but it just didn't hit for me. They are obviously YA and they feel very YA while reading them, and I don't know if that may be some of the reason why I don't really connect that much, because in this book I don't really feel like I'm a part of the story while reading it. I feel like I'm kind of more watching from the outside, and I like when you're reading a book and you feel like you're kind of a part of the story, if that makes sense. Watching from within, except from watching from the outside. Yeah, so I don't really feel that much connected, but it is still a very interesting story. So the first one was a murder mystery. In this one, Pip, which is the female main character in this one, she did decide to leave her investigation days behind her, but when one of the people she knows went missing, she decided to try and help out and figure out where he is and what happened to him. I do really want to figure out what's happening in this, and it is very attention gripping. I think last night I read 150 pages and I did really want to keep reading, but it was 2 a.m. and I was like, girl, you need to go to bed because you need to fix your sleep schedule. So I just think we're gonna continue reading this. I'll probably finish it today, probably later, because I do have to go to work. Let's jump into this and see how far we get. It is time for a little update. I finished Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. I have a hard time figuring out what to say about this book because I don't really have a lot of thoughts on it. It's definitely not my favorite book. It was good to read, it kept my attention. I wanted to know what was gonna happen, what the ending was, but that's also kind of what made me keep reading this book, just because I wanted to know the ending. I didn't have much joy reading it. I didn't feel like I was really like in the book. I more so felt like I was watching it from the outside, and that made it kind of hard to connect with both the characters and what happened and everything. I just think this had a too YA feel for me, and usually mystery thriller stuff like that is not really the books that I gravitate towards, so that might be why nothing really was working for me. It's not that the book was bad at all, I just don't think it's really for me. The ending, I will say, was fine. I feel like I had kind of seen some of it coming, and the other part of it you literally could not see coming before the last 50 pages at all, because we got introduced to something new. I had kind of mixed feelings about that. I did feel like it was very creative with what she added to the ending. I think I'll give it like a 3-star, because obviously like the book wasn't bad, I just don't really think that it was for me. Not really something that I enjoy reading that much, so that's why I gave it a 3-star. There was a lot of stuff happening, things connected, and book itself is not bad at all. It was nice that I read it because I have had it on my shelves for years at this point. I started Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. When I say I started, I mean I started it because I'm on page 14. We aren't really far into this, but I can already tell going from Good Girl, Bad Blood to this that I have to kind of turn my brain on yet again, because the writing in this, it already sounds so much better. I feel like it's been a while where I haven't read a book that's like easy to read, if that makes sense. Not that it's like hard or seems like a classic, but you can definitely tell that the language is much more mature. I'm very excited to get into that again, because that's been a while since I've read a book like that. It's basically about a girl who got into Yale, and she has some sort of connection with one of their secret societies. What she's doing there exactly, I'm not sure yet. That's basically what this book is about. We had a prologue in this book, which was very, very enticing. It has really made me interested in getting into the books. I feel like it was really good that that prologue was there, because I'm very interested now. But I'm just gonna continue reading this and we'll see what I think about it. Hey guys, so I've been reading a little bit in Ninth House. I'm now on page 114. I could definitely feel after reading so many like easier books that getting into a book with much more mature language was a little bit hard for me. I really had to resist the urge to just pick up another YA or more easier read, but I stuck through, and now I completely understand what's going on. I feel like I'm getting invested to the characters and to the plot, and I'm starting to really enjoy my time with it. This book has kind of a past-present timeline where the past takes place in the early fall and the present takes time in the winter. We found out that our main character has sort of a chaotic past. I think she has a boyfriend who deals drugs. She was a user herself, a high school dropout, did not have the best past. The reason why she's at Yale is because she can actually see gray ghosts, which is not common. Usually you would have to drink like a very complicated potion to be able to see the ghosts, but she can just see them naturally. That is why she has been accepted to Yale and accepted into this secret society, basically working with like ghosts and magic and underworld, I guess, with death and stuff like that. So there's this like whole, I think it's a house or something called the Teeth, and under there's like several secret societies who all have like their own area or kind of magic that they study and work with, I guess. Every 3 years a freshman will be chosen to become the Dante, one who has a very bright future, someone who thinks that will do really well and should learn a bunch of stuff about like ghosts and all the magic and stuff like that, I think. And the Dante is obviously being Alex in this book. She is being kind of tutored by I think it's the Vigilance or something like that. That is someone called Darlington, or that's what they call him. So in the past timeline we kind of see it more from Darlington's perspective, but we follow them and hear about when he's teaching Alex different stuff, taking her to different societies where they have to do different things and practice different like ceremonies and stuff like that. Now in the present, Darlington is actually gone and they have to try to bring him back some way. We don't know where he's gone, gone, how he's gone. We don't really know much about Alex's past. We know that some of her like old friends and boyfriend are dead or something like that. There's a lot of stuff we know where we don't know like why and what happened, and that's very interesting. There's also just been a girl who is dead at campus. There's so many things right now up in the air where we don't have an explanation to anything. You're really intrigued reading the book to figure out everything that's happening. So yeah, it's definitely starting to pick up and I'm very excited to get more into it. I really like the Darlington character. I think he's just so interested in all this and very, very passionate about it, and I really like that. So he was kind of shocked when he didn't even get to pick the Dante himself because that was already supposed to be Alex, and he's not too happy about that decision. Right now it's still very early on. We're still learning about their dynamic through the past timeline. But yeah, I'm really starting to enjoy my time with this book and I'm super excited to get more into it. Now, I will say, tomorrow I'm actually planning on doing a 24-hour readathon, which I've been wanting to do for years, so I am so excited. That also means that I think I'll have to end the reading vlog here. So if you want to hear my final thoughts on Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, I think you should subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for my 24-hour readathon where we'll finish this book and hopefully a bunch of other really good books. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked what you saw, please give me a like and maybe even subscribe to my channel. That would make me super happy. I hope I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!